Well, today is day 11 on how to build my own personal brand and service-based business, going from absolutely 0 to 10K a month and much more. So you're welcome to join along the journey, since I am recording every single day and posting on this YouTube channel every single day. Okay? So you get the raw, the truth, and the ugly all at the same package, and it's going to be beautiful. I'm not a professional, like I said in the past 10 days. I'm just here, to show you exactly what it takes to really make it to the goal that you have intended to. And that's super important, okay? Not to be unproductive and not to do a bunch of stuff that is not to the heart of what truly matters. And today, this is the reason why I want to talk about how to be more productive. Okay, I'm not going to show you much about what I did today, what type of messages I have sent, my analytics, because this is what we show also. I want to be 100% honest with you and leave nothing to the table, okay? And sometimes there will be some days I will not have a lot to talk about, and because I didn't do very much, okay? Because I couldn't be productive, for example. Sometimes you can feel a little bit tired because you don't have enough energy, or you don't sleep enough. Sometimes it happened, right? And just to tell you, what it takes actually, if you really want something, first you gotta know what it is. You gotta know exactly what it is that you want. And then you gotta go after it. And some days, you're not gonna sleep. It's fine. Because then you have a burst of energy, a burst of creativity. And this is what happened to me, sometimes. I said, fuck it. I'm not gonna sleep today. I'm just gonna work and make sure that this is, up and going. So today I want to talk about how to be more productive. And because I have seen in the past 2 weeks exactly what drains me, what gives me more energy, and some days where I am more productive or not. And that's the first thing I want to talk about. It's immersion, okay? For doing anything, any business, you gotta be 100% immersed into what you are doing, okay? You gotta go with high energy, high intensity, high immersion. How the heck do you want people to know about you otherwise? If you're just feeling lazy all days, And, that's why, there's gonna be a lot of days for me when probably I'm gonna feel at some point a little bit lazy, a little bit, I don't want to do this because it's boring, because it's technical, and I'm not, super technical. I'm more of a creative person, and I will feel probably that I don't want to do it. Yet I know where I'm going. I know my mission. Okay. And that's drive me energy. That's drive me a lot of energy. And so I know where I'm going, what I'm doing, and why I'm doing it, most importantly. So, overall, I'm going to feel high energy, high intensity, and high immersion, because I know that this is part of the game. Okay. Yes, there's going to be nobody probably seeing my content for the next 30 days. Who fucking cares? Sorry for my words, but who cares about that? It's part of the game. It's normal, okay? But you do not and you cannot be normal. You cannot be average. You may be the most skillful person in the world, but if you do not break the wall with all of your intensity and all of energy, nobody at the other side is going to see you, okay? Because you didn't break the wall enough, because you didn't put enough strength, enough power, enough resources, okay? And so it goes with the level of energy and intensity that you put into what you're doing, okay? If you, even if you send a simple note, for example, if you send a note or a DM to any clients or any prospect, people are going to feel your energy, are going to feel the intensity, okay? And this is part of your personal brand. This is part of who you are, your identity that you're showing to the world. You gotta be freaking intense. And people are maybe not going to like it. Fine. Some will. And those are going to be your clients. So you got to go in in-depth immersion. Massively important. Okay? And a tip is to actually time yourself. Because during the days, we are losing so much time. I lose so much time. You probably do, you don't even know. It's only because you do not time yourself properly, usually. If I do read, I time myself because I know by timing myself, I'm going to have a prospect of, increasing my speed of reading. I would want to read faster. I would want, to learn faster while I read faster. And that's going to make it so. Only by simply timing myself. I know I'm going to read faster. I'm going to learn better. And it's just more efficient. It is. So you gotta time yourself. And what I recommend is time blocks, which is, you know that you will not be 100% attentive if you focus on a task for example, 4 hours straight, right? The first hour, maybe you're going to be super in depth and super concentrated and maybe in great flow. But then you're going to have a little bit, it's like a curve, and you're going to be down a little bit, then you're going to probably have another amount of energy. And the moment you're there, you lose maybe half an hour. And to not lose this half hour, you got to time yourself first and then time blocks, which is you got to, for example, work with, however you would like. Okay. For me, what works is 1 hour per hour. So I do 1 hour of deep work and then, I try, to do something else, but something that is part of my daily vitamins. Okay. And I do it in between. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about with my daily vitamins. I'm going to show you exactly my daily vitamins. And, so that means it's something that gives me energy during the day, that fulfills me. Okay. And, I have listed a bunch of my daily vitamins, what works for me, what I like in particular, and I try to do them in between those time sessions. It's not time lost, at the opposite of it, but it's like a breathing room for you. Okay. So then you can go back to your task being more focused and more concentrated because you have done something else. You have allowed your mind to shift and to recharge, reboost. So if I go, for example, right there, and these are my daily vitamins, meaning all of the stuff that I absolutely love to do and that gives me a boost of energy. Okay. For example, listening to Italian opera. So I may be, in between those time sessions, listening to Italian opera, eating a fruit, reading a good book, learning a new skill, for example, a new language or improving one. I might take, a cold shower or anything. If I feel like super lazy, I might take a cold shower. Who cares? It's going to take 10 minutes in between. Or I might talk, with, my friends or inspiring people and et cetera. Okay. Or play a little bit of chess. And there's a lot of that stuff that you can do in a day that gives you a tremendous amount of energy. And that's what you need, okay, to recharge, to reboost. So try this. Try to list daily vitamins that works for yourself. And then try to do at least 1 or 2 or 3 in a day. Then something I do recommend you is to reach out to at least 5 new people in a day. Okay, even if you are introvert, even if you are not, out there in the streets, talking to new strangers or you don't have a job, for example, that allows you to do so. Who cares? Okay. Reach out to people on social media, for example. Okay. And reach out and connect to 5 people a day. Okay. And send messages, text to 5 people that you actually would like to be spending time with and know more, or at least collaborate more, work with. And these people, maybe they're not going to answer you. Who cares? At least you have sent 5 DMs, 5 engaged in 5 conversations a day. And that's going to bring results. That's going to compound. And that's a part of productivity because then you surround yourself with the right kind of people that elevate your mood, elevate your vibration, elevates your standards. And that makes probably you more productive overall, right? Because maybe you're going to get more deals with this person. You're maybe going to create a new business. Anyway, it's going to compound and produce great results over time. At least do it daily. Super important. And I will not have time to talk about all of these, so we're going to talk about it on day 12, okay? The next day. Because I gotta go, and I'm going to add a bunch of stuff, and we're going to talk about all of these in depth. And this is what I want to do. So I wish you the best. I hope this was useful to you. Please subscribe, give me a comment. I would love to have your feedback. I would love to know your situation and to know more, okay? Take care and stay productive. Bye.